Almost forgot my mic. Oops. That would have been bad. Alrighty. Where can I? Okay. I guess. Alright. I don't know if anybody's going to come in. Shuffling the cards. Okay. Ooh, we already have one card that's flipped over. Okay. So we have Tate and the Sylph. And there's a bit of a glare on her. And it's not focusing. Here we go. Tate and the Sylph. And she is number 45. So if that number is anything to you. So, and what does she mean? So this card just flipped while playing, and Tate and Sylph, she represents hope in the dark. So if you can see, hello, good to see you. So yeah, hope in the dark. So it's, I don't know who needs to hear this message right now, but for some reason, your guides, angels, fairies, what have you, want you to not give up hope. There's some kind of project or something that you're working on or thought about working on. I don't know if it's because of the crazy times the world is in right now or what, but for some reason you're like, oh, screw it, this isn't going to happen. Never mind. Or you're like, I don't know, I'm not really seeing much result from doing this thing, so maybe I shouldn't do this thing. But Taten represents to not give up on that. So she represents don't give up hope. It can still happen. So you just gotta work through the difficulty. She's not coming in again. Focus. I don't know. I can't get her to focus right now. I'll work on that. But anyway, there she is. So there you go. She's a little bit focused. Okay. So since I have no subscribers at this time, Jamie, if you have a question, I can do a reading for you. And who knows, maybe somebody else will need to hear whatever. I don't know how to tell if there's anybody else here. Oh, wait, no, I see it now. There's just one person right now. So, yep, you're the only person here so far, Jamie. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope so. Alrighty. Also, I have this nifty yes-no coin. So if somebody has a yes-no question, I can give that a flip. All right. Gotcha. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. I think I got that person out of there. Hey, that was my first troll. That was interesting. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. You typed some weird, like, blah, blah, blah. It made no sense. Pretty sure it was. If not, oops. Okay. Were they? Oh. I don't know. It confused me. All right. So I'm just gonna pull some cards. All right. So what does Jamie need to hear, or anybody else who tunes in or watches us later? What do they need to hear right now? What is Spirit's message? What do the fairies have to say to anybody coming in, those listening, or may watch later? What do they need to hear? Okay. And I'm going to lay out 3 cards. Okay. So some of you, the first card that comes up is Luminous Doom. I'm going to try this trick. There we go. Luminous Doom. And number 56. And one of the things I want you to note here is the bauble he's holding right here. When these kind of shapes shows up, these baubles, little bubbles, baubles, whatever they are very important to the fairies. This is like everything he owns, all of his personal belongings, things that he holds dear to himself that he's holding. Only Luminous Doom, his bauble is filled with sadness. So right now, sadness is knocking on your door. Luminous Doom has come in and has made himself welcome. And he went, "Can you carry this heavy, heavy ball for me? I just can't do it anymore." And you say, "Sure, I'll hold it for," "Oh, this is heavy." He goes, "Oh, that feels so much better." And he pushes that sad ball over onto you, where now you're carrying that weight. You're carrying the weight, you're carrying the sadness, you're holding it. So Luminous Doom is just a fairy's way of basically saying you might be battling with some depression or some kind of situation that's causing depression, perhaps grief of some type. You could have maybe have lost something or someone. We can also experience grief through loss of career, loss of health. It's not just loss of a person, and it's not only related to death either. Even if a relationship breaks up or a friendship ends, these are all different types of losses where we can experience grief. So regardless if you are a person who has depression or not, there could be something going on with depression. It could be situational. It could just be the day. It could be the weather. It could be seasonal. Who knows? But there is some depression that you're battling with right now. The next card is Tabriel of the Waters. Try this again. There we go. I can never pronounce her name correctly. Tobrio of the Waters, number 37. And she's a fairy all about healing. And as you can see, she has a whole group of fairies all around her. And there's even little faces in the background if you look. Little creatures, little faces, little fairies in the background. So, and these fairies are all about healing, but they're also fairies of the water. And she's kind of like the leader of them. And so this makes sense, especially next to Luminous Doom, that you are healing. You are healing. You're going through a healing period, and that's okay. It's all right to be going through that. It's expected. I'm not sure exactly why you need to hear that it's okay, but it's almost like I've had times where I've experienced sadness or depression, and then I feel bad about being depressed. I feel like something like that is going on. Don't feel bad. I mean, it's kind of hard to, but try not to feel bad just because you have this thing that you're battling with that's going on. That's valid. Like you're allowed to feel what you feel. And it's okay that you're healing right now and that you're not operating at 100%. Anybody going through the situation that you're going through, they wouldn't be at 100% either. So I'm not sure who all needs to hear this because I'm going to put this on replay and whatever for people to watch whenever they watch it. So by the way, this is good for if you're watching it live right now, or if you're watching this 2 years from now. For whatever reason, this is a message that your guides and fairies have decided you need to hear at the moment. So we have the next card, the Singer of the Healing, and it's interesting. There's had Luminous Doom, Tabrio of the Waters, which is all about healing, and you can't make this stuff up. Singer of Healing. This card was reversed, so I will talk about that here in a moment and get it focused for you. And as you can see, Singer cards in this deck, they're a little bit different. Instead of looking like creatures or people or goblins or anything like that, they don't really have a form per se, although sometimes we can see forms inside of it. So I encourage you to kind of look at the form and see what speaks to you. If you see fairies, you see fairies. If you see angels, you see angels. If you see something else like dragonflies or butterflies or people or faces or whatever it is that you see, that might carry a message for you from your guides as well as anything I have to say. So I want to encourage you to use your own intuition with this card. It is number 10. I don't know a lot about numerology, but I know 10 goes back to 1, which is the beginning. So this could be something about completing something, or you have completed something, as 10 can often represent the ending of a cycle and beginning of a new. And so I just want you to keep all of that in mind. All right. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this card. So this card was reversed. Just to give you a glimpse, just in case if you see some different images, I'm going to put it in reverse. Perhaps you see something else than what you saw before. So that can mean something. So, and in reverse, I feel like I kind of look at reverse in a different way. Often I look at cards in reverse being something that applies internally instead of externally. And so this is something that, to me, this is something that you're completing on an internal level. Like you've completed something and starting something new, but this applies to you internally. This could be maybe, I don't know, doing something different, a healthier way of treating yourself or thinking of things, or going after your dreams, not letting something hold you back anymore. Maybe you've come to an epiphany or realization that, you know what, I don't have to feel like that or think like that or do that thing anymore. I can break out of that and do this other thing. Like you've healed from this. So there's something that you're healing. I feel you've completed your healing on in a way, and something like new beginnings are starting, and then it's fresh and new. So you are going through some depression and you're working on things, but there's also something to celebrate here, that you have completed something that is, it took a long time. It took a long time to process or understand about life. Perhaps it was a hard life lesson. So maybe you're just treating yourself better or have a new outlook on life. It could be deciding to do something different for you. I'm hearing mostly that it's about like changing something, like, you know what, I'm not going to take that anymore, or I'm going to do this thing from now on that's going to be healthier for me. So for some of you, it could be looking for a different job or career. But I feel like that's a very small amount of whoever watches this. Yep. Oh, all right. So those are the 3 cards that I have so far. I was just shuffling and nothing else came out. So I'm going to put these back. Let's see what else Spirit has. Should we flip a coin? You guys want to flip a coin? Oh, there's still only you right now, Amy. What says you? Do you want to ask a yes/no question and I can flip a coin? I have a shiny yes/no coin. All right. So think of a question. If you think of one, you think of one. If not, then I don't know. But for any future viewers, I have a yes/no coin here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good flip, and we'll see what it says. So think of your question. And it came up as no. So came up as no. So whatever your question is, the answer is no. All right. I'm going to ring a bell. Clearing some of this energy out. There we go. All right. As Tyler says, give me another story. Give me another story, cards. Give me another story. Hi, things out here. Good to see you. Aw, Jamie. My condolences. So, Vaping Zager, if you've got any questions, I'm doing readings. So, with my Faery Oracle cards, I also have a yes/no coin here. So, I'm just shuffling them around. I did 1 reading, so I did a 3-card reading. If you have a question in mind, throw it out there. I can, since I have so few people in the chat, just you 2 right now. So if you guys think of any questions that you want to ask the cards, feel free. Otherwise, I'll just see what spirits and fairies have to say with what they just feel like saying. All right, cards, give me another story. What do my listeners, viewers need to hear? What do my listeners, viewers need to hear now or in the future? Okay, I'm going to pull another 3 set of cards, see what they say. We got okay, so when I first started this live stream, the first card, I was shuffling the cards, and the first card that fell out was Tate the Sylph. And here she comes up again, but she did come up reverse. I'm going to show you what she looks like upright. There we go. Tate the Sylph. number 45. And this is a second time this card has come out today. So Taten the Sylph. And what she represents is she represents not giving up hope. There might be, well, first of all, she was reversed. And earlier I explained, just in case if you see anything in the card reversed otherwise. First of all, I view reverse cards a little bit differently. I see them as this applies to something internally versus externally. And internally, it's telling me that there's something that you've given up hope on, and Taten is here to liven up that hope again, to say, don't give up hope, don't give up that light. Like, you know, you're just about to break through, you're just about to get there. I don't know if you guys know how lotus flower grows, but it grows in the most disgusting of swamps, like in the most gross, disgusting pond swamps, and at the very, very bottom, and it has to fight through the most horrendous conditions in the bottom of these swampy ponds, basically. And not only that, but they have to survive the conditions. They have to survive everything and its cousins attacking it, trying to eat it, trying to destroy it. All it knows is it wants to strive towards the light. It knows that there is light at the top. And so it will continue to grow and continue to strive, and not all of them make it, which is a reason why the lotus flower makes it so extraordinary. Not all lotus flowers will make it to the top. So they start off at the very bottom of the pond, they grow and they grow and they grow. And so this is saying, don't give up trying to reach your light. You are so close to the top. So don't give up. So don't give up, because once you get there, you know, the lotus will bloom in the sunlight. You know, it'll be different. I'm careful of saying, I want to say better, but I'm careful of saying that. But things will be different, most likely be improved. That's what I feel like. There'll be a sensation of improvement. There'll be a sensation of, yes, I finally did it. And there'll be a sense of pride that you did it, that you did this really difficult thing that was really hard to do. So yeah, it could be something that you're changing inside of yourself or about yourself. It could be, I don't know. It could be a lot of different things. So it could be wanting to give up hope on something happening, or I don't know, but it's saying don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. The next card we have is Solas. I will show you Solas. Come on, there we go. Solas. And he's number 13. And there's a couple things I want you to note in this card as we go over him. I want you to note this star down here and his blue eyes, his amazing blue eyes. So that little shot, the star down here often reminds me of a chakra point. And even though this would probably be closer to his heart chakra, the color for heart chakra is traditionally green. But of course, he's fiery red. So I think in his own way, he does represent the heart chakra in that he represents passion. He represents Now, to be clear about passion can be love, but it can also be intense anger. Fire can represent both. Fire can represent intense passion and intense rage. What I love about his eyes is that cool blue in the center of all of these flames, and that there's certain truth to his eyes. I always feel like a certain truth or honesty, a certain realness to his eyes that I've always really loved. And so be true to him. I've always felt this message of being true to your heart, being true to your passion, being true to what fulfills your soul. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's getting out of focus again. There we go. Being true to, your soul, of what makes your soul happy, what makes your heart happy. So it's, I don't know. I never know why you guys need to hear the messages that comes out, but being true to what makes your heart happy. And again, for those that are into numerology, he is card number 13, which in that case, you would add the 1 and the 3, and you would come up with the number 4. I don't know that much about the number 4. I should know more. My life number, quote unquote, is the number 4. If you're interested in what your life number is, you take the month, day, and year, the full month, day, year that you were born, add all of those up together until you come to up to a single number. So if it's like 16, then you would add the 6 and the 1, and then your life number would be 7. So you add up all of the numbers, and that's your life number. And if you want to look up videos about that, because I don't know much about life numbers, I just know that they're out there. There are people who make content about life numbers and what they mean. You can also do the same thing for like kind of like the number for the month and get an idea, perhaps numerology wise, what that month might look like for you based on the number that it adds up to, or even daily horoscope through numerology. So if you were, well, for you, what you would do is you take the month and day that you were born and then put in this year to come up with your personal like horoscope based on numerology, the best I understand it. So uh, say you were born, I don't know, uh, February 2nd, because that's an easy number. So February 2nd, if you wanted to know February 2nd, that day was going to be for you, then you would add the 2, which would be 4, and then the 2022, and 2222. I didn't even realize I picked that, but anyway, hey, that could be a thing for today's message, the numerology number 2. Or anyway, so you would put those numbers together and add them all up. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8. So it'd be 10. So that number would be 1 for you. So if you were born February 2nd, and then for that day. Anyway, I don't know if I'm making any sense. If I've lost you, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Not that big of a deal. So the last card that we have, which she came up just previously in the last reading, so it is Tabriel of the Waters. So she came up again, and I swear I shuffled, and I shuffled. And she is number 37, so that would be the number 10, which she's about. I do know that the number 10 is about completion. I liked what you were saying about okay. Oh, your number is 6? Nice. My number is 4. I know that, but I don't know much about the number 4. But she would be number 10, which would be a 1, which is completion and beginning. So then she's also about healing. And as I said before, there's lots of other fairies around in the like in the background. So there's a little tiny person like right back here. There's another face back here. There's all kinds of things in the background of these cards. So all of these fairies are all about healing. They're all about healing, about something, but it also could be putting an end to it too, so that you have this in case it goes on. You don't have to, you don't have a whole lot grieving about this thing if you're okay with letting it go now. I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, if you're not ready, then you're not ready. But yeah, this card is indicating that it might be time to put this thing to rest and to fully heal from it. Okay, so that was those 3 cards. Again, I have this nifty yes no coin. So if you can think of a yes no question, I'll give you guys a second to try to think of a question. And in a second, I'll go ahead and give it a flip and see what happens. You guys ready? Flip it. Have your yes, no question ready. Okay, here we go. And it's no. It was no earlier too. Answer is no. So whatever your question was, the answer is no. That's 2 for 2. 2 no's today. 2 no's. All right, let me put these back. Did you guys have any questions? Would you like me to ask the cards? Thanks, Jamie. You're sweet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell once again, cleanse out this energy, and see if we can get maybe one more story. Use the bell to cleanse any and all energies that are not good. So cleanse out any negative energies. Okay. And just so you guys see, like I do, I'm shuffling away. Like I shuffle all kinds of different ways. I shuffle this way and then we've got a flipper. So we have the Oakman. There we go, the Oakman. And number 47, so that would be number 11, which would be 2. So the Oakman. And if you can see here, there's like little ones down here. Now, if you look, okay, so when the Oakman came out, he originally came out reversed. Let me show you what that looks like. You see it? Wondering if the Texas power grid is going to hold up through the month of February since it was bad last year's ice storm. Oh, okay. We can take a look. So the Oakman, there's two faces here. So 2 faces. And he did come up reversed, but either way, if you can see, he means kind of the same thing either way. The Oakman, I had a really hard time understanding him for a very long time. I had a hard time understanding him. I've come to understand him a lot more, that this is all about growing roots. Like either some of you have grown roots or it's your desire to want to grow roots. So to grow like deep family roots. Some of you may already have kids, or you look after kids or little ones or something. Like there are people that you're in charge of in some form or fashion. And that's represented by these little beings here, that this tree is watching over these little trees that are just sprouting up. And this one, like they can watch out above and below. And you can see kind of these things that this tells me that you got a bit of a protective nature, especially over those that you're watching, which is natural. I think we all have a bit of a protective nature inside of us, especially when it comes to our children and loved ones or those others that we feel need our help or protection or guidance in some way. So yeah, the Oakman is about growing roots, about feeling good, confident in those roots. I don't know if there's something that is going on that is threatening something. Why is the Oakman here? Let's ask that. Why is the Oakman here? I want more. Just like, give me some more cards. Why is the Oakman here? I'm going to give that 3 good shuffles to see, and we'll pull out a clarity card. Because the Oakman, like this card itself, is really not telling me much. Only that some of you guys have family or want a family or develop a family. And family may not be necessarily like your own kids. It could be. It could be representing, children, but it could also be representing those who we choose as our family. Okay, so why is the Oakman here? Let's take a look. I pulled 3 clarity cards. We got the Maiden reversed. So Maiden reversed, which I believe she's, what number is she? 14. So she's super cute, the Maiden. Again, this is a little one. So since this is going to be playing, posted to replay for other viewers ongoing, I think this is talking about kids in particular. So the Oakman is focusing on children or kids in some form or fashion in particular. That something has gone on with, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a baby girl. Like something's happening to my baby girl. Something's going on, or my baby girl's in trouble. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. So it's it could be a baby boy, because there could be a lot of different people that watch this, but I feel like something's going on with a baby girl, some kind of chaotic situation. We have some kind of chaos. Luthus the Wild. So he's crazy. Number 57, so that's 12, so that would be 3. So Luthus the Wild. He's a little crazy. All right, so some kind of chaotic situation is going on. This is kind of giving me vibes like perhaps somebody bullied this child, or it could be something medical, like it may not be something physical like a bully or something like that. It could be something going on medically as well. Perhaps you have a child that's going through a medical issue or problem that needs some help. I'm also hearing children can be pets. They can be our furry children too. So this could be referring to our furry children as well, not just human children. But yeah, something chaotic is going on. Some sort of chaotic thing is going on, whether it be medical or otherwise. Perhaps this kid could be being bullied. Maybe they're having a hard time understanding a certain subject in school, or maybe you're having a hard time with one of their teachers. I don't know. Something is going on with this child that the situation is chaotic and weird, whatever it is. And each of you guys are going to have your own story of what this means exactly. But something crazy and weird. And it kind of feels like this is stupid. Like, I don't know how else to really put that. I don't think I'm supposed to say that word, but in any case, that's that feeling. Like, this shouldn't be happening. This is ridiculous to have to deal with this. That's the feeling that it gives me. And then the third card that we have is Spirit Dancer. She's one of my favorites, my personal favorites. Fairy Dancer. Or Spirit Dancer, I'm sorry. Spirit Dancer. And number 36, I believe, which would be 9. There we go. And Spirit Dancer is about being really, really involved, being super, super involved. So what I'm gathering from this situation is that whatever is going on with this child, it's almost like not being able to see the forest from the trees, which could be another reason why the oakmen are here. But not being able to see the forest for the trees because you're so involved or so in it that it's just you're inside the chaos or inside the emotions or inside something that it's hard to separate out of that. And at the same time, for some of you, there's a very serious situation going on. It's not to undermine that this is a serious situation, but it's ridiculous that it's even happening at all or that it even started. So I don't know whose story this is. I don't know who it applies to or in what way. But if you have a little one that is suffering in some way or in just not doing very well, I'm so sorry. I really am. I am very, very sorry. And I hope they do get to be better very soon. But that's the reason why the Oakman is here. The Oakman is saying, it's talking about that protective side of you coming out. And if you have to be two-faced, you have to be two-faced. If you need to be protective, then be protective. You know, pull whatever punches you need to pull in order to protect your children. I mean, don't do anything illegal. Be reasonable, you know. But yeah. So, all right. Yes, no coin. Once again. Oh, let me see. Good thing that I didn't think of. Will I ever be? That idea came after that. I'm wondering if the Texas power. I hope it does hold up here for you, Jamie. Questions that you hear from others. A lot of the questions that I get, most of the questions that I get are about love. Most of them. Most of them are about love, relationships. Will this work out or will it not? Will this person contact me, talk to me? Will it work out or is this person the one? That's a lot of the questions that I hear most often. It's more often than not, it's about love. More often, every once in a while, I'll get a question about career or will I get this promotion? Will this? I just put in an application at this place. Will they hire me? You know, stuff like that. So I get a lot of those. You know, I'd say those are probably the second one. So second would be about work and money in general. So, all right. Your yes question. Now remember, spirit is specific. Like I saw vaping that you put in there. Good thing I didn't think of, will I ever be rich fast enough? Now see, with a question like that, spirits can be tricky. Rich with what? Because you don't want to be rich with crappy crap. You could be rich with love. You could be rich with family. And there's rich with money. So, gotta be specific, guys. Gotta be specific. You're going to ask the question, am I going to be rich? Rich with what? So, all right. Yes, no. Get your questions ready. I'm going to give it a flip. Please understand all of this is for entertainment only. It is not a end-all, be-all answer or whatever. This is entertainment. Okay. I'm flipping it. No, again. No. Spirit says no. I swear there's a yes on the other side. See, look. There's yes and a no. So just so you, there's a one on, yeah. Okay. And put these cards away. Poor Texas. Okay, I'm gonna ring the bell and I'm gonna do one more. We'll do one more story, as Tyler would call it. One more story. I don't know if you watch other tarot channels or whatnot, but I do. I watch other readers' tarot channels. I love them. I love reading. But then again, I'm into this world and it's what I do for work. So I decided to, most days I decide to work instead. Like, anyway. I am in the midst of creating my own website so I can move away from doing this for another company and going into business for myself. So am in the process. I want to make a website where people can order readings if they'd like. I feel like the bell needs to be rung again. I don't feel like this energy is cleansed. Clear. All negative energy, you need to go. Go away. Any negative, lingering energy, go. There we go. Okay, new story, fairies. New story. Let's hear a new story. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear know right now? What do my listeners, viewers need to hear right now? What do my listeners, viewers need to hear right now? More shuffle and we'll take a look. What do my listeners? Okay. Just feel like it needs a little bit more. And we'll take a look. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? All right. I'm going to lay out 3 cards. Okay. We have 3 brand new cards. Well, brand new as far as these cards have not shown up at all yet today. So we have Nayla the Alchemist. She is number 27, so that would be the number 9. If I can get her to focus. There we go. Naylis. Or Niles. Or Naylis. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce some of these fairy names. And you can see there's like a little figure here. Kind of like a person going along with her, helping her, following her, something. So Nayla the Alchemist, one of the things I want you to notice is the way that she's holding the wand. Not that she is just holding a wand, but the way that she's holding it in this straightforward, focused look in her eyes. Like she's very focused. She's either listening very intently or very focused. She has a plan. She has got a plan. And also notice this wreath on her head of all of these feathers and things coming up, because we're going to be talking about what this represents as well. So this part represents our own connection to spirit, whatever it is that we believe in, whether it be the world of fairies, God and his angels, or what have you, the god and goddess in Wiccan traditions. So that represents our connection to the spiritual realm, whatever it is that we personally believe in with our faith and religion. And this is indicating that you do have a connection. You have a very good, powerful connection with spirit, with what you believe, with what you trust to exist, what you believe. And also, Nayla, that she's saying that this is a time to stay focused. If you're not focused, try to get on board with being focused. So if it's something like you're going to school, focus on school. If you're doing something like losing weight, focus on losing weight. If you're doing something like I want to, don't make a whole list of things to do. Like, oh, I'm going to work out more often and lose weight, and I'm going to get my home in order, and I'm going to start college, and I'm going to finally meet somebody this year. Like, don't put too much on your plate, because most people get overwhelmed when they put too much on their plate. The key to focusing is to only pick one thing, just one thing, and just focus on that for now. Just focus on that. Focus on whatever is the most important in front of you. For some of you, when you guys watch this, it'll be school. For some of you, it will be, I don't know, other things. It could be career, it could be family, it could be relationships, it could be a bunch of different things. But your key to getting further in life with this thing will be your ability to focus on it and to zoom in and do the work. So you're not going to be able to do that unless you get the focus and get the work done. So that's what Nayla the Alchemist is. The next card that we have is the Bright Mother, and she did come in reversed. So I'll show you what she looks like upright first, and then I'll show you reversed. So the Bright Mother, there we go. As you can see, several fairies in the background. Once again, all kinds of little fairies and bigger fairies. So the Bright Mother, and you can notice, like, out of all of these fairies, who's the apple of her eye? Her little baby. That's the apple of her eye. So, and they say how it takes a village to raise a child. Well, this is the village. This is the village of fairies. That's all going to help this amazing, beautiful mother help raise her little one. So she's a beautiful, beautiful fairy. She is number 16. So that would be the number 7. That's the second time the number 7 is, well, actually more than that, I think. Anyway, oh, I can't get it to focus again. Here we go. There we go. So number 7 again. Oh, 16, which would be 7 if you're looking at numerology stuff. All right, so the Bright Mother, she did come up reversed, and if you're just tuning in or whatnot, then the Bright Mother, the way that I look at reverse cards is that they are applying to us internally instead of externally. And so when I see this card come up reversed, it often tells me that this person, for whatever reason, and I've done this too, question themselves as a mother or as a caregiver. If for the fathers out there, then it's fathers, if whichever way it is for you. But the Bright Mother represents being a parent, and that child or children are our focus, are the apple of our eye. But what happens when we don't feel like we're doing a good job? What happens when we feel like we can't provide enough for them? We can't, I don't know, do something like we can't pay a certain bill this month, or we can't get certain things at the grocery store that we would like to get this month because the finances aren't. And maybe we start, I don't know. I've been in tough situations where I start really questioning myself as a parent and if I'm a good parent or not. And I feel like when this card comes up reversed, that's what's going on. There's this questioning going on inside of you of whether or not you're a good mother, father, caregiver, whatnot. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I can tell you right now that you're a good caregiver, that you're a good mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whatever the case may be, aunt, uncle. You are a good guardian. And the reason why I can say that with confidence is because you wouldn't be questioning yourself otherwise. People who think that they're a good parent, or they're like, oh, I know I'm the best mom, or I know I'm the best dad, they don't question that. They don't sit there and go, oh gosh, did I screw up that time? Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that thing that way or said it that way, or, why did I yell at my child like that or something like that. I don't know. We all go through those moments of self-doubt where we feel like we're not being the best we can be. And that's normal. That's normal and that's okay. The fact that you are questioning if you're good or not is enough to tell me that you are a good parent. You wouldn't be questioning yourself if you just like if you were arrogant and just thought you were a good parent, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so the bright mother is telling me that you're struggling something with being a parent or a caregiver. And she's here to say you're a great mom. You're a beautiful or caregiver. You're a beautiful mom, dad, caregiver. You do anything for your child or children. You'd give them the world and then some. You give them the world and heaven if you could. It's just our limits does not have any bearing on whether or not we're a good parent. We have to work within the limits that we have, whether our limits are money or the amount of time that we can spend with them, because some of us, we have to work. We've got to work jobs and we can't be the stay-at-home parent that we want our children to grow up with or what have you. All right, so I'm going to go on. Next card, the third card, is Michael a Muckle. I love him. Michael a Muckle. He's goofy. And I believe is that 49? So it'd be 13. So that'd be 4. Michael a Muckle. Oh, he's a goofy fairy. He's silly. So this card is coming up of saying, okay, you need to have some fun. Yes, you need to focus, because let's not forget, she came up, Nayla the Alchemist, she came up, representing focus. And then we have, of course, the bright mother. She did come up reverse. So it's like apparently you guys do need some time to kind of focus on some things, focus in on some things. You are a good caregiver. It's okay to question it, that's normal, but you are a good caregiver. And Michael Muckle is saying, you know what? Okay, yes, focus, but have fun. Have some fun. Do something for you. Just do something just for you, to make yourself laugh, to make yourself smile, to, just something that's special just for you, to make your heart and your spirit and your soul be lightened up, but not take things so seriously. Michael a Muckle doesn't take anything too seriously. Just look at that face. Look at that face. If you would focus. Look at that face. He's just goofy. He's a goofball. Smile and have fun. Play a playful prank on someone, just as long as it doesn't hurt them. But I don't know. Hide their keys or something. I don't know. Be goofy. Be fun. Have a balloon day. I don't know. Get a bunch of balloons and fill your living room up with balloons, and just to make yourself smile. I'm not really sure. Oh, I've got a new subscriber. I don't know if they've joined in here. It says I still only have 2 viewers at the moment, so I still think only. But well, I'd say welcome to new subscriber, but I don't think new subscriber is in the live stream. Right? Such a silly face. Let's just say if you wouldn't care, you wouldn't mind. Yeah, exactly, vaping, Zaga. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, if you didn't care whether or not, if you were a good parent or not, then you wouldn't question yourself. You wouldn't care. The fact that you care is why you're questioning yourself. So yeah, exactly. All right, guys. I'm going to flip the coin once again. Yes, no? Get your question ready. Get your question ready. Alrighty. All right. You guys ready? I'm going to flip it. Flip the coin one more time. Here we go. That wasn't a very good flip. I'm going to flip it one more time. It kind of just went up in the air and back. There we go. The answer is no again, you guys. I was hoping for at least one yes, since they've all been no today. But no again. Yep, no again. Okay. So we have those. I am going to do a one from, it's from the wisdom, it's called Wisdom of the Peaceful Warrior. That's what it's called. So these are just kind of, it has, oops, sorry, didn't mean for that to be so loud. I don't know how to describe these cards, but they have like messages and stuff. So let's see, I'm going to try to get maybe 2 or 3 more. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, please do so. Hit the like and subscribe. I'm in the midst of working on a business and getting some other things in order. And I want to come up with a more regular schedule of going live here and to. Okay. Let's see what else they have. Pull that one. And then I just want to give another good shuffle here. I'll try to bridge shuffle these, but these cards are like super large. They're super wide. Like this is my hands. Granted, I have small hands. This is my hand, and these are the cards. So I'll try to bridge shuffle them, but it's a very difficult deck to bridge shuffle. And that kind of worked. I couldn't do the bridge shot part, but I was able to flop them together-ish. There we go. I'm going to go back to my other way of shuffling for a minute. Okay, I just want one more card for my viewers. What other messages do viewers need to hear right now? What else do you have for my viewers? Okay. So I went ahead and pulled 3. I'll show you the backs of these cards because they're really pretty. They don't really have, they have 3 or 4 different backs, like the whole deck, and it kind of repeats the different backings. So I don't know if all 3 of these might have the same backing or a few of them might be different, but that's the back of the card, of this one in particular. And then the message is, sometimes we have to pass through hell on the way to heaven and deal with the darkness before we see the light. Therefore, we are all peaceful warriors in training. And get that to focus. Sometimes we have to pass through hell on the way to heaven and deal with the darkness. It's hard to read backwards. Deal with the darkness before we see the light. Therefore, we are all peaceful warriors in training. There's that one. That's a really nice message. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And I don't pull these cards out a whole lot. So I think the backings, yeah, these 2 had the same backing, so it's the same backing. And this one says, every action has its pleasures and its price. Recognizing both sides, the peaceful warrior chooses wisely. The problem is not a single action, but the compulsive rituals we call habits. I'm trying to hold steady. Bit of a shake in my hands. Just from getting old, I guess. There we go. That's another beautiful message. And this is going to be, oh, all three had the same backing. But see, like some of them do have different backings, you know. So there's this backing too. But for today, all of your cards had the same backing. And this one says, imagination, the source of creativity, is also a bridge to clairvoyant sight. So just imagine, then listen to the subtle signs and whispered messages. That's a beautiful way to end a fairy reading. That's a perfect way to end a fairy reading. Imagination, the source of creativity, is also a bridge to clairvoyant sight. So just imagine, then listen to the subtle signs and whispered messages. There we go. There you go, guys. All right. That is your fairy reading for today, for now. I will probably... Oh, wait. Did I flip the coin for you guys? I think I did. Did I flipped the coin, right? For the last one? I can do one more coin toss. Why not? I can do one more coin toss. One more coin toss, because I feel like somebody needs it. Somebody needs it. Okay. So one more coin toss. Got this yes, no coin. Get your question ready. Okay. Get your question ready. And I am, here we go. Flipping it. Ah, that one fell. Should I just read it as it is? I'll just read it as it is. We got a yes. We got a yes. It fell in my lap, but that's the way it landed. I landed with yes up. Yay, we finally got a yes today. We had all those no's. All right, guys. That is it for today. I'm going to go ahead and log out of here. Thank you for watching. And again, please subscribe, hit the like, all of that good jazz, the bell and things and stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.